Welcome. Welcome to Lessons from a High School Dropout. My name is Troy Thomas Joseph Fitch, and I want to thank you first for taking time out of your day to come and listen to our lesson today. A lesson like many of the other lessons we have shared and will continue to share. Lessons of optimism, struggle, perseverance, a belief within ourselves, a trust. When we hear something that speaks to us in an inner way, through your mind, and you think it's just a fleeting thought, let's take a look at that thought. Let's take a look at that fleeting moment. And today, we're looking at optimism. And I'm going to share with you the Optimist Creed. So very briefly, here we go. I promise myself to be strong, that nothing can disturb my peace of mind. That peace of mind is very important. Don't let people steal away your peace of mind. Don't get frustrated on the highway. Center. It's just about self-control. And realizing we want to make sure we have self-control and not allow the things that happen around us to control what we think, say, or do. I promise myself to talk health, happiness, and prosperity to every person I meet. That means every person. It's that simple. Start with me. Click subscribe. Click like. Support us. I promise myself to make all my friends feel that there is something worthwhile in them. And that's why I'm here, and that's why you're here. That's in your spirit. That's in your mind. You're open to the idea of possibility. When we open our minds, folks, the things that you can do will amaze you. I promise myself to look at the sunny side of everything and make my optimism come true. Isn't that beautiful? You look at the sunny side and make your optimism come true. To think only the best, to work only for the best, and to expect only the best. That's a toughie. To think only the best, to work only the best, and to expect only the best. And quite frankly, if you think in the end in mind there, what's it say? You expect only the best. Let's start with the end there in the first two. We only expect the best. Start with ourselves. We expect the best of ourselves. To think only the best will be done. And if we expect only the best at our work will be the best. So have an expectation of the best, and you will share it along your way. To make mistakes of the past and press on to the greater achievements of the future. I'll say it again. To make mistakes of the past and press on to the greater achievements of the future. Wow. It's powerful. We're going to make mistakes. And you're going to have to keep trying. I'm going to have to keep trying. How many times do you think I make a take on this video? I don't edit my videos. You're going to get what you're going to get, and you're either going to love it, hate it, or just say, I don't blame him for not wanting to edit those videos. I don't have time. I got work to do. I'm on a mission. It's okay. It's okay. It's raw. It's okay I stutter. To make mistakes of the past and press on to the greater achievements of the future. What a beautiful one. To wear a cheerful expression at all times and give a smile to every living creature I meet. There you go. There's your smile. You are wonderful. I'm glad you're here. To give so much time to improving myself that I have no time to criticize others. I sat here in this chair before I start this podcast just critiquing myself. Sitting here, don't get on a pity potty because you're critiquing yourself or you're feeling like you're not living up to some things. Hey, we all get that way. But let's just remember to give so much time to improving myself that I have no time to criticize others. That's big. Much time, so much time. To be too large for worry, too noble for anger, too strong for fear, and too happy to permit the presence of trouble. There you go again. The Optimist Creed, to be too large for worry. Leave that worry behind you, right? Sing a song about that or something. Too noble for anger. Anger? You gonna let that break us down? I know. I have my anger moments. Right? Optimist Creed. It's gonna get better. See? Too noble for anger. We ain't gonna get angry over it. We're just gonna push. Too strong for fear. Fear is an omnipresence in our world, but we have to maintain a strength in our mind, our body, and our spirit that says, no, I'm not gonna be fearful. I'm too happy to permit the presence of trouble. Right? No troubles. These two will soon shall pass. That's what we speak. Oh, it sounds optimistic. Oh, brother, you're so optimistic, I've heard. If you've heard that in your life, why are you so optimistic? Keep being you like that. If you haven't, let's keep it building up. Let's build up that optimism. Let it permeate throughout every part of our day. Every person we meet. To every person I meet, it says. Folks, optimism is what built me. Let me tell you where the optimism began in my mind. When I was a little boy, about 9, 10 years old, I liked to go out and shovel some snow. I knew that everybody wanted to shovel their snow shoveled off. No one liked shoveling snow. Nobody. And I would offer to shovel that snow for a few dollars. Now, why did I do that, you say? Well, I wanted money, of course. I wanted to try and make a little money. I shoveled some driveways and some sidewalks for free just because I didn't have anything else to do and I thought I'd do something nice for some people. My optimism was that, maybe someone will offer to pay me a little bit of money. That's optimism. Now think about it. First time you decided to go get a job, you had to have some optimism. What was wrong with that? When you landed that job you thought you might not have made, you might not have received. What was wrong with that optimism? There wasn't one thing wrong with that optimism. That optimism is what moves us forward. So if we do not practice the Optimist Creed, which this is going to be up on the website, Lessons from a High School Dropout, for us to know that we can print it off in a PDF form, share it with others, put it on our desk, put it on your computer screensaver, whatever. But build the creed into your life. You'll be amazed what comes out. You won't be as goofy as me about it, but you'll be goofy. You will be. People will look at you strange, and when you start doing it, you're going to go, I think I sound or look like an idiot. No, I do it all the time. I speak so much greatness into, flight attendants, crew members, passengers. Just, I feel it. And they think, boy, is this guy different? Yeah, I am. I was born a lot like this. I think it's kind of a Fitch thing, but you know what? I think it's a human thing. I love, everybody loves to brand it on their name, right? Because I do have some very, very strong, passionate people in my family that are like me. And I think it's a good way to be. And I'm just here sharing it. Before I ramble on, I want to give a report card here. 4 weeks ago, my wife and I were in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Big deal, big deal. Sharing out a few of my nice little high school dropout business cards and the old bus. Well, folks, while I was at a Starbucks there on the boulevard in A1A, this young lady grabbed my card when I handed it to her, and I started telling her I promote entrepreneurism. I'm a motivational speaker. I'm a professional sales trainer. And I'm someone who believes that I don't teach the salespeople by themselves. The owners of the company need to be in the room too, or the top leadership. That way they know what their salespeople know. And I believe that it's time I share with you how I met Murphy. While I was at the Starbucks, Melissa, the barista there, learned that I advocate for education and prison reform, and she immediately looked at my card and she saw my Instagram, Facebook, my email and such, and she began to tell me how she had a very good friend who was denied being able to go to school for being in getting into physical therapy. Wants to be a physical therapy assistant, and he is a convicted felon. And she immediately connected our Instagrams together, and we shared a conversation for about 15, 20 minutes, just messaging one another back and forth. It was a powerful moment when I was introduced to Josh, right? The functional felon. It's a beautiful story. Well, 3 weeks, a few weeks go by, a couple weeks go by, and about 2.5 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, Murphy called me. I think it was on a Saturday night. I think it was about 8 o'clock. I know it was about 8 o'clock. And I was sitting here in my office. Phone rings, and I pick up the phone and I said, "Good evening, Troy Fitch." This guy comes online and says, you've been talking to Melissa down there in Fort Lauderdale? You work with felons? This is what happens. And guess what? I'm meeting Murphy and his wife Carol Ann tomorrow down in Orlando, and Catherine Jane's coming with me. We're going to put this on film. This is a big part of what this mission's all about. It's about lifting people up. It's about making sure children stay in school, children stay off drugs. They keep focused on their schoolwork. They keep pushing through. They don't listen to those around them. They listen to what's within them, and they work hard at it. And then we help these men and women in jails further their development in their lives. And I want to give a big shout out for the Facebook post on Hillsborough, North Carolina. Hillsborough County Sheriff's Department just had their first vocational, jail vocational, inmate graduation for it's a work program, labor program. Teach them all kinds of things, welding, sheet metal, different things. This is what we're about, is sharing these great things around the country and creating reform where no man should ever be told they can't do something because of their past. And Murphy spent 18 years in prison. And today he's been wanting to go back inside and work with men. And we're going to do that, whether it's virtually or when they get out. We're going to do just that. And we're going to create a momentum and change some things as to how men and women pay a debt for the wrongs, but never be attached to ball and chain based on your past. Not happening. Going to change. And I need your support. If you're watching this and you like this video and you think it's important, you know somebody else who might need to hear it, or could share it on Facebook that says, hey, listen to this guy. Listen to this guy and stay through the end. That's what I want. I want to help so many great young people stay in school, stay focused, but discover that gift that's within you. That's what Lessons from High School Dropout's all about. Folks, I want to thank you again. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Hit. And I hope I've shared some optimism with you that just will stick inside you, and you'll go share it right now. Thanks for tuning in. God bless. Ciao for now.